Well, if you have business with the city of Fairfield, you don't go to City Hall, at least not the old one. That building developed some issues that caused health problems among some workers. Now the city has plans for new digs, and get this, they say taxpayers will get a deal. But until then, you'll find things, well, a little different. Fairfield City Hall looks a little lonely these days. Several weeks ago, all the city staff that work here moved across town to temporary quarters at the fairgrounds. Here you'll find the water department, where else? Next to the kitchen sink. And everybody else claiming their own space with makeshift partitions. Privacy? Forget it. The city administrator, Nate Smith, tries not to hear what the police department's up to.
We are in tight quarters, and we are in tighter quarters than we were in our old city hall, which is mold infested.
Yep, check it out for yourself. The old Fairfield City Hall doubled as a fungus farm. It made people sick, so they had to move, with no plans to fix it.
The cost of remediation was going to be extensive, and also it was not going to really solve the problem because of the topography in that area.
Smith says rain from the whole block collects here, keeping the building's walls nice and moist and, well, fungusy. So city leaders found new digs on 11 acres at the edge of the fairgrounds. This cluster of buildings once housed the satellite campus of Navarro College. Now Fairfield city leaders see it as a pathway to their future. Fairfield will sell more than $2.5 million worth of bonds for public improvements. Much of it will go into these buildings for city administration and police. The rest will go to the water tower, streets, and other pressing projects. Smith says thanks to lower interest rates, the new debt will cost less than the old debt.
Paid off one of our notes, and so by adding on this note, it actually lowers the debt payment our taxpayers will pay.
So by wheeling and dealing and taking advantage of low interest, Fairfield leaders can move mold-free into new, modern offices.
Hopefully by November we'll get a designer on board, get him signed, and then we can start the bidding and constructing.
Until then, visitors to City Hall will need to adjust their expectations and get ready for close quarters. But at least there's no mold. And once the city moves into the old Navarro complex, city leaders will even have a spare building to rent out and perhaps make a little money.